decisions for us anymore because they make them on behalf of the business interests. So that's why around the world today at 2 o'clock, and it started in New Zealand earlier, it's here today, now, and it will be around the rest of the world. We're having events like this where the people can stand up and say what they want and believe in. All right, so for today, the events that we're going to have a group of speakers that will have a bit of a musical break to entertain you, and then we'll have some more speakers, and then hopefully at 4 o'clock we are going to actually have a march. We're not going to march to Monsanto's headquarters because no one will be there, but we will symbolically march possibly just around the big block here, city block, and show people of Melbourne and the business interests out there that we do mean business. So our first speaker today is, his name is synonymous with fighting against GMO corruption in our food. Please welcome to the stage Bob Phelps from Genetics.
Sorry. You're a very tall guy, Jonathan.
I know.
This is fantastic. Thank you so much all for coming. We started Genetics in January 1988, so it's just been 25 years of this campaign, and look at it around the world today. New Zealand already did it, now we're doing it, and it's rolling around the world for the next 20 hours. Fantastic, thanks for coming. So, I don't know if anybody else has been to Monsanto's world headquarters, but I have. In the very first year, 1988, I was invited at Monsanto's expense to go and be convinced that really they were the good guys, that genetic manipulation was going to be fantastic and all would be well. Well, I went to St. Louis, Missouri. It's a company town, and in fact Monsanto is so big that it has its own zip code. So I spent some time there. I saw their bovine growth hormone, I saw their herbicide-tolerant crop plants, and I saw their Bt toxin crop plants, soybean, corn, canola and cotton. Here we are 25 years later, and that's all they've produced. They promised drought and salt-tolerant crop plants, more nutritious food, longer shelf-life food, you name it, they promised it. But their technology is a dud, and they won't deliver it. But meantime, of course, they've been making a bonanza with their genetically manipulated seed, patented, and the chemical to go with it. So now Monsanto, of course, is the biggest seed, both GM and non-GM seed company in the world, and also still, of course, the main producer of Roundup herbicide. It's a bonanza for them, but the people of the world now are saying, no, we don't want patenting on seed. No, we don't want GM and chemicals in our food. Stop Monsanto. I've visited Monsanto, of course, here in Melbourne many times since. A number of rallies, never as big as this, so thank you for coming today. It's fabulous. We've taken a lot of canola seed back there. Canola seed that's got onto roadsides has contaminated our environment. But sensibly, Australian farmers are now waking up that this is not something that's going to benefit them and that we don't want to eat it. So this year, the amount of GM canola in Australia has actually gone down. The non-GM farmers are getting $40 a tonne more for their canola than the GM guys. So isn't that great? Europe can't get enough of our canola, non-GM, and really I think it's going to wither on the vine here in Australia, and your voices are making it happen. That is the fantastic thing. So thank you all for coming today. I've also written you a bit of doggerel which I'm now going to read, which tries to sum up Monsanto in, I won't call it poetry really, but you know, it's something like that. It's called No to Monsanto. To stand over tactics by Monsanto, we, the people, say no, Monsanto. No! Monsanto's a giant biotech bully. Its behaviour is always unruly. With scant regard and respect for the law, it just gouges us all more and more. Monsanto promises hope, food and health, innovation, collaboration and speed. But its real aim is stockholder wealth, created by owning and patenting seed. Monsanto spies on honest farmers. Monsanto lies to growers and shoppers. Monsanto is ready to cheat and lie to get a bigger share of the pie. Monsanto says feed the world with GM, just another tool in the farmer's toolbox. But these are part of its PR stratagem for lots of loot in the corporate cash box. What does Monsanto have to hide with corrupt governments on its side? Revolving doors take us all for a ride, but we the people can still turn the tide. Monsanto does not have our consent to use our bodies for its experiment. Its patented seeds belong to us all. Stop biopiracy, we say, one and all. Monsanto makes the GM seeds and Monsanto makes super weeds. Now Monsanto tries for GM wheat, though GM foods are unsafe to eat. Monsanto stacks its weed killer traits to stop weeds entering resistant states. But when all fail, Monsanto says tough, just spray your crops with more deadly stuff. When residues stay in our food, Monsanto claims it does us good, while Monsanto tells us just wait and see, as Roundup does no harm to you or me. Monsanto's our regulator, no good. Monsanto's gene jockeys went too far. Who the hell do they think they are? Mixing the species without a thought for the laws of nature or damages wrought. All things on the tree of life are diverse, but gene jockeys make the reverse. GM crop monocultures of mutant life need agroecology to end their strife. People worldwide are all saying no to the seed and toxin bullies at Monsanto. Dow, Bayer, Syngenta, BASF and DuPont, take back seed and food, that's what we want. Okay? To stand over tactics by Monsanto, we the people say no. No! 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 Thank you all.